but there's a lot of recommendations that could be given. What I'm interested in studying is what are the factors that underlie the success of positive interventions or positive activities. What make positive activities more or less effective or successful. And so what I and other researchers have found is the importance of, for example, effort, that you put effort into the activities. I mean, this might sound obvious, but it's important to study. The importance of person-activity fit. So fit basically means that you're doing something that you enjoy doing, that you find meaningful, that you find natural to do. And so it's important to choose wisely what you do. For some people, it might be gratitude. For some other people, for some other person, it might be a spiritual exercise, but that's not for everyone. Obviously, being motivated and committed is important. Social support is important too. So we find, for example, that in some cultures it might be easier to do some of these activities than others, and to have the social support from family and friends. And also, it's important to do positive activities with the optimal timing and variety. So, for example, people who practice gratitude, some people find it most beneficial to do that, every time they wake up in the morning, when they go to bed, or when they're commuting, or maybe only when they're stressed out, and to have variety. So the research shows that people tend to adapt to positive experiences that don't vary, and so we need to sort of spice up what we do, kind of like how we spice up our relationships. So one of the themes of my work, or one of the themes of my book, is that the importance of fit. That the idea is that if you're going to become happier, you're going to practice positive activities, you have to choose wisely. You have to choose the activity that really fits your personality. There's different kinds of fit. So there's fit with your personality, there's fit with your goals, fit with your values, fit with the source of your unhappiness. It could be fit with your strengths and fit with your weaknesses. And I've played around with different ways of how to measure fit. I mean, I think a lot of people just intuitively know that, keeping a gratitude journal, that's something that kind of fits me. And some people just intuitively know it doesn't. So counting blessings is something that I've always found kind of hokey or corny, and so that's not really that fitting for my personality, although it's certainly fitting for many others. So I developed a diagnostic test based on Ken Sheldon's work, where we ask people, look at the list, look at all these different activities you could do, all these strategies you could use in your life. Do you think, and just sort of rate them on different dimensions. So would it feel natural for you to do this? Would you enjoy it? Would you find it meaningful? Would you do it because you really want to, or because someone else was sort of forcing you to do it, or you'd feel guilty if you didn't do it? And the end result, that coaches and practitioners can use this with their clients, because the end result is that each person will get a list of 4 activities that are their best fitting activities. And I would urge people to start small.